It is a traditional dish this time of year, a hearty English dish at that, and one that's been around for hundreds of years. Of course, we're talking about mincemeat pie. Now, here to show us the fine art of this holiday treat is executive chef Bobby Stearns from Ophelia's restaurant and Inn in Independence. So I have heard of it, but I've never actually had it. What is mincemeat pie again?
Okay, well, it was a traditional dish. Maybe 100 years ago, it was actually more popular than apple and cherry pie.
Huh.
Yeah, it was a standard staple here in America, but since then, mincemeat has kind of fallen off our palates. No one really wants to eat mincemeat anymore, so we take all the other ingredients minus the mincemeat, and that's what we're going to make today.
So it was actually meat in the pie,
Yeah.
But was it a sweeter one?
It was it's a sweet pie, but then we add meat to it, so it's kind of sweet and salty,
Sweet and savory at the same
sweet,
time.
yeah.
All right, well, how do we begin? I see a lot of fruits in there.
So we have dried cranberries, some golden raisins, some figs, and some chopped up apples, and we take brown sugar, butter, lemon zest, and orange zest, and then we add some rum, and then we add some brandy to it, and we just cook it down for about 10 minutes.
Now, this is what it starts. Did you have this in the fridge?
Yes, then we cool it down for about 3-4 hours in the refrigerator.
Is that so all the flavors kind of gel?
Exactly, and the
All right.
butter gets together nice and coagulated together. And
That's a big word for a Monday morning, coagulated.
I know,
yes,
right?
chef. All right. So then what?
And then we take our shortcake dough, which is real easy to make down here.
Okay.
It's just eggs, flour, and butter. And we're going to get a nice little cutter here.
Voila.
Cut out some circles, and we'll place it down here in our little mini muffin tins.
Now, yours has no meat.
No meat.
Does most mincemeat pies
Most of
today?
it does today, but not here in America. Traditionally, it did have meat in it, but we started using just fruits because, like I said, no one wants mincemeat pie. You can't really find that anymore. So,
Riddle me this: what was the meat in mincemeat pie?
well, it was kind of like just the trimmings and like more of like the fat pieces.
Okay.
So,
The leftovers.
exactly.
Okay, joy. I'm glad we're not putting that in there. Although, no offense to England, I'm sure it's very good.
Yeah. So then we'll just take a little bit. It's really easy. Put it right here, and then I take a smaller cutter, and you can pretty much do whatever top you want.
Now, let's say people want to put their own spin on it. What would you suggest?
You can do like any different shapes, stars. You can actually take the edges and crimp them around and make them look nice. I like to do it, just keep it like this, so it looks a little rustic, and it's homemade. So then I have the finished product right over here.
Now, are these big sellers at Ophelia's?
We put them on our brunch buffet.
Nice.
And then other pies we have at Courthouse Exchange. We have Sally's Famous Pies, which our owner's mom actually makes all the pies by hand. And they're big sellers at Courthouse, so this time of year you want to get some pies, but you don't feel like making them yourselves. Come down to Courthouse Exchange,
Love it.
which is one of our sister restaurants right down the road there.
Now, it doesn't really look that difficult to make. Can you whip it up at home?
Oh yeah, definitely, very, very easy. We just combine these ingredients, cook them down till you get about 10-15 minutes. All the butter's melted and the sugars came together. And then
smells great.
The dough
Believe
over
me,
here.
yum.
You saw me scoop it right in there, and then put these in the oven for about 10 minutes. And boom, voila.
And boom, voila. Well, Chef Bobby was nice enough to share his recipe for modern mincemeat pie with us, and you're going to be able to find it on KCLive.tv later today. Chef, I can't wait to dig in. Thank you so much, and happy holidays.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for coming in. All right, well, next on KC Live, baby, it's cold outside, but when the